We're off to see Leoric, the wonderful Leoric of... Justin. Okay. We're still on our way. We're still exploding corpses. We're out to beat some fucking Skeleton King ass. And we're just out here just, you know, having a gay old time. Hitting them these corpse explosions. You know, hitting them with the yabba dabba doo. What are you summoning? More corpse explosion fodder?
When we returned from our horrific defeat in Westmarch, my beloved king lost all pretense of sanity. He seethed with rage, spitting curses upon us as traitors. With great sorrow, I ran him through.
I mean, what else could you do? You had to do what you have to do. Oh man, not the Tomb Guardians.
The night embraces you.
Does it now? Does it now? This corpse explode. Oh man, it's such a hard build to actually, you know, maneuver and play. You know, so much that goes into this. How was everybody's Christmas? I think if my recording is correct and my count is on, this will be coming out during Christmas or after Christmas. Either way, how is everybody's Christmas? I had a good Christmas, I think. I don't know. It hasn't been Christmas yet. I got presents. I ate cookies. I think I went to work. That's my Christmas. I'm totally not recording this days in advance because people totally don't just sit there and record a bunch of episodes on a day that they have a day to do so. And then just periodically upload it. That's not how things happen. We gotta upload and do these things daily, so it makes it look like we're showing up every single day to make content and then record and then put it on the YouTubes. You know? It's totally not pre-recorded on everything. Was that convincing enough? Did I convince you? No, I don't know. Christmas is good, I guess. Like I was saying before, earlier, I don't really... Holidays, you know? Just another day. You know, and I feel like people will be like, oh, that's so sad. You don't, you know, have the same wonder as like you did before about Christmas. So, you know, you should be celebrating Christmas with your family, and it should be a joyous time where everybody comes together. I mean, yeah, I mean, sure, that'd be cool if everybody could come together, but, you know, you got family who live across town, you got other families' Christmases to go deal with, you know. It's just, it's more of a headache of a scheduling fiasco than actually, you know, like, oh, it's so joyous. Look at everybody getting together, ha. Maybe I'm jaded. Maybe I'm just a Scrooge. But, yeah, not really that big of a fan. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, nah, I don't see the point in celebrating Christmas, nah. But, I'm not also gonna sit there and be like, oh, it's the most magical time of the year. Like, you know, it's not gonna go that far.
Just the thing.
But, yeah. Yeah, Christmas is Christmas. If I go to it, I go to it. If I have to go to work, you know, not too peeved about it. It's gonna be an easy night at work, I tell you that. Ain't nobody coming in at the dead of night. Fucking... No, the holidays, like the days leading up to the holiday, awful. Just one of the worst. You know, it's busy. There's tons and tons and tons of fucking traffic and planes and all that shit. But like the actual day of the holiday, like Thanksgiving, just dead. Like there's nothing going on. Like it is eerie.
I will forever live in anguish for my last attempt to honor my king. As we lay him to rest in his burial chamber, he manifested as a hideous skeletal demon. Gorash and my other knights were overcome at once, but I fought on.
Yeah, my first Thanksgiving, I was over at the airport. It was just, it is uncanny how empty it is. Like, not even like the little kiosks have people in them. Like, everything is just closed, and it is just empty. You could hear, I could hear the clonking of my boots echoing throughout, like, the fucking terminals while I was walking around up trying to find something to eat because my dumbass didn't pack a fucking lunch. But yeah, it's creepy. And especially, like, sometimes at night, like, there'll be nothing going on. Like, you'll see the occasional, like, you know, red eye come in. But, like, literally nothing happening. And, yeah.
Consumes you.
A little crazy to see sometimes. It's a lot of experiences you just... It's like... I don't know if you guys, but I get those, you know, those, like, it's just commonly, like, you know, mass-produced, like, you know, backroom slop content. Like, oh, your birth month is where you're, you know, fucking gotta stay for a week, blah, 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 blah. And, of course, I sit there and watch it because, you know, fucking, I gotta see what month I gotta see what I gotta do. I mean, this might be good fucking information.
And now I wander, cursed by my once beloved king. Evil gnaws at my bones, and I cannot risk putting my beloved Tristram in danger should I fail to contain that which tears at me. I must venture down into the labyrinth to die alone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, watching all that is like the airport, blah, 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 blah. It is bone-chillingly empty. And it really is uncanny. It's like something out of a fucking, you know, like a backrooms thing. And you're just like, oh my god. And like seeing somebody is like scarier than not seeing somebody, you know what I mean? Like especially, I don't know if you've ever been in this, like, you know, maybe it's a little bit late at night and you're walking home and it's like, you know, the road is completely empty. And you're like, you see somebody walking towards you.
This burden is mine to bear. May death bring peace from your madness, Leoric.
Traitors! Even in death, the armies of Condorus will still obey their king, even if you will not.
Oh no, he's dead. But yeah, I don't know if you've been walking around at night and it's like you're completely alone, and then you like look down. Maybe you're like watching, like, you know, looking at houses while you're walking by, you know, peeping into the old windows while you're walking by because you're a fucking weirdo like that. But maybe you like look back to the road and now somebody's suddenly walking.
Fate has brought us together on this path.
Why is that?
You fight with both honor and ferocity. I know that a pure soul must burn within you.
You dare to bring the warmth of life into my tomb.
Damn, my boys are fucking angry.
We shall put you down, Hellspawn!
Yeah, and then you like look back up and you see somebody and you're like, oh my god. And it's like, it's not inherently scary because it could just be somebody walking as well at night, which I think a lot of people have like trust issues and they see that and they're like, no, that's something evil. It's like, dog, you're walking around at night too, alone, doing nothing. Like, you know, let's comma with the accusations of that's weird. Sure, in the moment, it could scare you and be like, ah! But I wouldn't say it's weird. I wouldn't judge that person for also walking alone at night.
We have just arrived in Tristram, and I must say, I'm a bit dismayed. This place is a backwater filled with serfs and an ancient broken-down monastery, hardly fit for the king of Condorus. I cannot fathom why Lazarus was so intent on this becoming our new seat of power.
Yeah. Nah, Leoric's such a good character. If you don't actually get these little things, these little, like, journals and stuff like that, you kind of miss out on why Leoric is such a good character, but I do my best to find him. See, that's the thing. Blizzard used to be the GOAT, man. Blizzard used to be, like, Timothy. You know, now they're kind of a shell of what they formerly were, like, old Blizzard. Like, when they said, yeah, we're not gonna do the Overwatch story, old Blizzard would have been all over that shit. They'd have been like, ha.
You will never defeat me!
I'm pretty sure I will. I'm pretty sure you are going to be one of the easiest bosses in this game, bud.
defeated the moment you surrendered to madness.
Open up! Yeah.
No.
Blizzard used to be so good. Like, the story, everything. I guarantee you old Blizzard would be ashamed of how Blizzard has turned out now. And rightfully so, getting rid of all those fucking creeps and weirdos in it, but... You know. Blizzard used to have just everything. They were the top dog. I don't know if it's laziness, just, you know, mismanagement, you know. People getting way too big for their fucking britches, thinking that they are invincible now because, oh, I work for Blizzard. And I've noticed a lot of, you know, ex-Blizzard employees have this kind of, like, hubris to them. Like, oh, I work for Blizzard. And it's like, yeah, cool. Blizzard used to be a great company until they fucked everything up. They got a new crown. He didn't even summon anything. But yeah, it's like,
The crater.
God, it's like you guys, they're so fucking cocky because they worked for Blizzard. It's like, yeah, Blizzard used to be good, and you may have been there during the time that they were good.
This is unexpected. How did you come here?
I remember falling.
Who are you?
I am not your enemy. I think, yes, I believe I have come with a warning. The darkness is coming. I don't remember.
You must get to safety. Then we will find answers.
Alright, come on, Tyrael. Come on. Alright. More story.
I believed it was a fallen star. But in truth, it was only a man. And of course, his memories have vanished. Perhaps Deckard Cain will know more.
Yes, perhaps he will. But yeah,
I found him in the crater.
No man could survive such a thing. Who are you? What are you?
A warrior, I think. I came bearing grave news, but I cannot remember.
Your message might be all that can save us from impending doom.
sorry, there we go.
Tell me everything you remember, stranger. Every detail.
Falling. sword of great power. It was part of me, but it shattered into 3 pieces as I fell.
It is vital that we find those pieces. I believe the sword made whole will restore your memory.
The goatmen are rampaging through the fields. Could the sword have anything to do with that?
Of course, of course. Just as the dead rose around the stranger, the sword pieces drove the goatmen to madness.
It's possible. We'll have our answers once I retrieve the sword.
Alright. Oh, come on. Just have a salvage all button, please. What was I talking about? Blizzard employees being cocky for no fucking reason? Yeah. Yeah. Blizzard has fallen a very, very, very far away from what they once were. To the point where it's like, you know, you can't coast off your name of being that company anymore. You really just kind of spit in the face of your fans, and then,
If there's a sword here,
you know,
we will find it.
y'all don't have phones. You know, it's just crazy, and they all still act like, you know, they're fucking hot shit. It's like, yeah, maybe back then, but fucking, I don't know if you've ever like looked at Blizzard now. Yeah, sure, you still have good cinematics, stuff like that, but man, a lot of people, a lot of former Blizzard people really making
There are beasts that want slaying.
Blizzard, old Blizzard heads look bad, or Blizzard employees look bad. You know. Yeah, not gonna name out any specific examples because, you know, I don't wanna do that. But couple of bad eggs spoil the whole bunch. And it's like, you know, calm down. Speaking of bad devs, nowadays, fucking Respawn, man. Speaking of disappointment and, you know, where the fuck is my new game? Where the fuck is Titanfall 3? Yeah, that shit's never coming out. It's fine. I understand it. I get it. It'll never happen. Apex made too much money, and, you know, it's never about the integrity of the game. It's about the money. It may start out being about the game, but sooner or later, the money just kind of takes over everything. Which is a tale as old as time, and it's always sad to see it happen, but unfortunately, it is inevitable, and, you know, I really do think that, like, people glazing companies has really, like, caused this, because it's like, back then, you know, BioWare, all these companies are like, yeah, such a good game, wow, this game's great, oh my gosh, and Mass Effect 3, whoa, it kind of sucked. But Mass Effect 2, wow, it's great, like, man, BioWare can't do anything wrong. BioWare's always gonna have a great game. Andromeda drops. And it's like, oh shit. It's like, if you're gonna make a series, know that you want to have an end point at one point, right? Like, know where the end is gonna be, and then just call it there. Like, the Titanfall 2 didn't end on a point where it would just be like, that's it. That's the end of the series. Like, it clearly opened itself up for another game afterwards. And it's like, if we would have just had 3 Titanfall games, that would have been fine. I don't think anybody would have been upset with it. But it's the fact that Titanfall 2 ended with just super open, and everybody's like, well, what next? And it's like, Titanfall has always shafted itself on its fucking releases, too. Whether that's EA's doing, or whether that's just the fucking idiots over at Respawn, like, yeah. Who cares if Call of Duty and Battlefield are coming out right now? Let's just release our game in between them. You know? Nothing bad could happen there. It's like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but those 2 games are probably way bigger than this small little title, yeah, you got a very loyal fan base who still plays Titanfall 2 to this day. But it's like, you know, the fucking hubris you had. I'm like, yeah. And again, it could have been like just really bad calls from EA. I mean, you can't spell diarrhea without EA. But I don't know, man. Titanfall just seems like it was doomed to fail, and then Apex came out, and again, it becomes about the money, not about the series. And like, I don't know how true it is that Respawn themselves canned Titanfall 3 instead of, you know, EA canning it. I don't know how true that is. That's just what I have heard. But, yeah. If that's the case, then that's even more shitty. Because that shows that, oh, hey, we can just keep this fucking Battle Royale going and make all the money we need. Because people are going to play it. And then we're going to have like a $700 fucking Final Fantasy crossover. Because Final Fantasy keeps coasting off its name alone. Because who the fuck knew Final Fantasy 16 came out? I fucking didn't, and I like the games. Final Fantasy is just coasting off the name of 7 and fucking, oh, realistically, everything before 11. You know, even 10 was, you know, man, if we went over the history of fucking Square and then Square Enix and then Squeenix, we'd be here for at least like 3 hours. And just all the bullshit that happened with that company, but you know, we're already nearing the end, so I think we're gonna port home,
to town.
and then I'm gonna cut it there. Alrighty then, if you like this, hit that like button, comment, subscribe. If you do all that, you might find 200. You'll get 200 funny monies. You will. I'm not going to give it to you, but hey, maybe you might find it in your sock drawer. All right, see you later. Bye.